Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Rain or Shine. Recently, my husband and I visited some of the best destinations in Uzbekistan. Today, I'll be sharing with you our favorite places in Samarkand, the heart of the Silk Road. Samarkand is located in southeastern Uzbekistan. So here are our top 10 Samarkand places in no particular order. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more travel content. Number 1. Registan Square. It is located in the heart of Samarkand. The Registan was the epicenter of Samarkand during the Timurid Empire. From the 14th to the 16th century, the Timurid Renaissance expanded from this square to the rest of Central Asia and farther away. This gathering place was used for royal proclamations, markets, and even executions. Beyond everything else, the Registan was an educational hub, and the 3 madrasas that are still here today were some of the most important schools in the Muslim world. In these Islamic colleges, the students learned about religion, but also about astronomy, mathematics, poetry, and philosophy. Every madrasa is decorated with intricate blue and turquoise tilework with a noticeable Persianate influence. Their outstanding facades, domes, and minarets rise to the sky with a myriad of wonderful geometrical patterns, floral details, and Arabic calligraphy. Once inside the courtyards of the madrasas, the tiles' designs are absolutely exceptional. The oldest of the madrasas, located in the west side of the square and built by Ulugh Beg in 1420, was named after this Timurid Sultan who used to give lectures here. The madrasa in the north side of Registan is called Tilya Kori, which means gilded in Persian. Do not miss the Grand Mosque in the west side of the courtyard. The Sherdo Madrasa, with its unusual mosaics of big felines carrying swans with human faces and chasing deers, breaks the Islamic norms on figurative art. Next is the Bibi-Khanym Mosque, located just 1 kilometer away from the Registan. The Bibi-Khanym Mosque was conceived as one of the most magnificent mosques in the Islamic world. Before accessing its interior, you will surely get amazed by the huge dimensions of its main entrance. Completed in 1404 by order of Amir Timur after his Indian campaign. The emperor personally supervised the construction of this masterpiece of the Timurid Renaissance, pushing the building techniques of its time to the limit. However, its massive size and the rush of its construction quickly affected its structure, so reinforcements were soon needed to avoid its collapse. Named after Sarai Mulk Khanum, Timur's chief consort and favorite wife. The great empress was one of the closest advisors of the emperor and acted as regent of Samarkand during some of her husband's campaigns. Sarai was a direct descendant of the great Mongol emperor Genghis Khan, and this marriage allowed Timur a connection to the Khan's family that legitimized his role and empire. Our number 3 is the Siyob Bazaar, located adjacent to the Bibi-Khanym Mosque. This is the largest bazaar in Samarkand, with many covered pavilions and shops where locals and visitors can purchase a wide variety of products. Ceramics, bread, sweets, spices, dry fruits, nuts, fresh vegetables, legumes, rice, clothes, hats. Leaving this bazaar without buying something is kind of difficult. Like in the Chorzu Bazaar in Tashkent, the vendors were friendly and not pushy at all. In all the markets that we visited in Uzbekistan, filming and taking pictures were allowed, and the locals didn't seem to bother. Just be respectful and don't forget that people here are working hard and that this market is part of the daily life of Samarkand. Number 4. The Aksaray Mausoleum, located behind the Mausoleum of Amir Timur. The Aksaray Mausoleum is a secret gem of Samarkand. Its simple exterior won't give any clues about what is hiding inside. Once we stepped in, our jaws dropped in awe, witnessing the golden and blue glazing decorations. Don't forget to climb down the narrow staircase to the lower crypt, where the tombs are placed. Although it has not been confirmed, it is believed that Abdul Latif, son of the beloved Timurid Sultan Ulugh Beg, was buried here because he ordered the murder of his old father in 1449. 6 months later, a conspiracy got him assassinated too, not being allowed to rest in peace with the rest of the great Timurid rulers in their main mausoleum. Number 5 is the Gur-Emir Mausoleum, located southwest of the Registan. Its name in Persian can be translated as the Tomb of the King. It houses the tomb of Amir Timur, the Turk-Mongol conqueror and first Timurid emperor. The architectural influence of this complex goes beyond Uzbekistan and reached later monumental tombs like the mausoleums of the Mughal emperors, descendants of the Timurids, including Humayun's tomb in Delhi and the Taj Mahal in Agra. Under the afternoon golden sun, the external decorations of the building, with its azure tiles, shine with all its splendor. Once inside, some maps and panels explain the conquests of Amir Timur, making the visitor understand his achievements before accessing the Golden Chamber, where Tamerlane, as it was better known in the West, still rests today. Next to his black jade tombstone, there are other sepulchres that contain the remains of some of his sons and grandsons, including the wise Ulugh Beg, and also of Timur's mentor, his teacher Said Baraka. Interestingly, the mausoleum was first built for Muhammad Sultan, who suddenly died in 1403 and was the favorite grandson and main heir of Timur. Then in 1405, when Timur also passed away in his campaign in China, his body couldn't be brought to his planned tomb in Shahrizabs due to the heavy snow, so he was also buried here. On his tomb, 2 warnings that read, "When I rise from the dead, the world shall tremble," and "Whosoever disturbs my tomb will unleash an invader more terrible than I." Legend or not, in 1941, the Nazi army invaded the Soviet Union 2 days after a Russian archaeologist opened the tomb. And perhaps Stalin believed in the curse because he ordered to rebury the emperor in 1942. Sha-i Zinda is the number 6, located in the northeastern part of Samarkand. getting here early in the morning is key to properly appreciate the unique mausoleums of this extraordinary necropolis. From the 11th to the 19th centuries, more than 20 tombs and ritual buildings were constructed in Sha-i Zinda. The ensemble has 3 connected levels rising over a hill situated at the south of the Afrasiab ancient site. The facades of the mausoleums are marvelous works of art, with so many intricate details on their tiles that we couldn't stop admiring every inch while capturing them with our cameras. But do not forget to get inside every building as well, because their interior is equally mesmerizing with blues, whites, and also golds as the main colors adorning the walls and the dome-shaped ceilings. Although many of the tombs are from relatives and aristocracy members of Timur's court, the most important building of the complex is the tomb of Qutham ibn Abbas, a cousin of Muhammad, who came to Samarkand in the 17th century to preach Islam. It is not allowed to film inside his sacred mausoleum, built also by Timur over his original grave. Next is the Hazrat Khzir Mosque, located at the northeast of the Siyob Bazaar. It was constructed in the mid-19th century over the site of an ancient mosque which had been built after the Arabs conquered Samarkand in the 8th century. However, the original mosque was completely destroyed by the Mongols in 1220. In 1919, the mosque was again renovated, adding the eastern minaret and the domed entrance portal. The entry to most mosques in Uzbekistan is allowed to tourists, sometimes, like in this mosque, for free, and other times by paying an entrance fee. Please be respectful by behaving properly and by following the dressing rules. Remember that we are visitors coming to enjoy the beautiful architecture and cultural heritage, but many Muslims come here to pray, and these monuments are sacred places for them. In 2018, the mausoleum of the first president of Uzbekistan after the independence from the Soviet Union was built on the mosque grounds. The project was supervised by UNESCO in order to respect the architectural style of the rest of the complex. Number 8. The Ulugh Beg Observatory. Located less than 5 kilometers away from the Hazrat Khzir Mosque, the Ulugh Beg Observatory was one of the most interesting sites that we visited in Samarkand. We advised to visit first the museum built in 1970 to understand better the life of Ulugh Beg and his work influence over future astronomers all around the world. He was a beloved sultan who promoted arts and science and a passionate astronomer and mathematician. For these reasons, the Timurid emperor decided to build this school of astronomy in the 1420s, the last example of this kind in the Islamic Middle Ages. This was one of the most important places for astronomy and mathematics in the planet, where medieval scientists worked together and made great discoveries that later significantly influenced Western astronomy in the modern era. Some of the outstanding achievements of the Ulugh Beg Observatory were a very accurate catalogue with more than 1,000 stars, highly precise trigonometric tables, an exact determination of the length of the solar year, and the calculation of the Earth's axial tilt. Sadly, the observatory was destroyed when Ulugh Beg was murdered by his son in 1449, and it was only rediscovered in 1908. The trench with the lower section of the meridian arc of the observatory, part of its massive sextant of 40 meters radius, was excavated, and it's all that we can still admire today. Konigil Village is our number 9. Located 3 kilometers to the east of the observatory. This tourism village has been created to promote the traditional handcrafts of Samarkand. Situated in a refreshing area covered by the shadows of the trees and crossed by canals, there are workshops and stores where the locals share their intergenerational knowledge with the visitors. Water is a key element for many of these artistic creations. We were particularly impressed by the Meros paper mill, where they still produce paper in the ancient way by manually processing the mulberry bark and using only raw materials. This yellowish paper can last over 400 years and is not bleached with chemicals. Thus, it is used in Uzbekistan and worldwide to repair and recreate ancient manuscripts. The secret of this paper making was passed from Chinese soldiers captured by the Arabs in the 8th century. They shared their knowledge with the local artisans in exchange for their survival. The oil mill was also very interesting to see in action, and overall, the visit to this place is a different experience to complement the greatness of the historical monuments of Samarkand. Last but not the least, the Eternal City. Situated in the eastern outskirts of Samarkand. The Eternal City was newly built in recent years as a recreation of the medieval city, with the goal of promoting the heritage and crafts of Samarkand. We must admit that once inside, we really felt as if we traveled back in time. Walking around the accurately recreated streets felt like being part of a real movie set. The buildings, decorated with the traditional artistic style of the old city, were incredibly beautiful under the golden sunlight. Many of the talented local artists were working in their workshops during our visit, and seeing the skills of these masters in person was a great experience. Later at night, the Eternal City was wonderfully illuminated, a perfect farewell to our unforgettable trip to Samarkand. That ends our top 10 places to visit in Samarkand. Let us know in the comments section about your favorite things to do in the city and if you agreed with our choices. If you want to know more about our detailed trip in Samarkand, including tips about accommodation, transportation, and foods, plus many other places that we visited, check our full vlog of the city. And don't miss the rest of our Uzbekistan travel series. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more travel content. Until next time, keep exploring, rain or shine.